Welcome to the Parent Guide to Reading Standards, what they mean, why they're taught, how to use them, and why are they needed. Whenever reading reading standards, you will see two letters and two numbers. RL, reading literature or any story that is not real. RI, reading information, any passage or text that is about a real topic. For us, it will be the number 5, which means 5th grade. And then the number that comes after the dot is 1, 2, 3, or the numbering of the standards. In this video, we will be discussing 3 supporting standards in Module 1. There are 4 modules. The first module will be covered during September and October. So whenever you see any of the modules, students will always be engaging in RL and RI 5.4. That is pretty much a standard that is going to be covered, is going to be taught. Students are going to be practicing that for the rest of their lives. And then we have RL 5.6 and RI 5.9. Reading literature and reading information standard 5.4. Students have to determine the meaning of general academic and domain specific words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative language such as metaphors and similes. So when we're talking about general academic words that they will be engaged or exposed to in 5th grade. Domain specific, it will be around a particular topic or subject area that it's going to be covered. Reading Literature Standard 5.6 describe how a narrator's or speaker's point of view influences how events are described. And Reading Information Standard 5.9, integrating information from several texts on the same topic in order to write or speak about the subject knowledgeably. So for Reading Literature, Reading Information Standard 5.4, students have to determine the meaning of a word or phrase. So that means they have to be able to figure out the meaning of a word or phrase while they're reading it. For Reading Literature Standard 5.6, students have to explain how a narrator or speaker's past experiences affects how they see and talk about events. And for Reading Information Standard 5.9, they have to find information from multiple books and articles to use in essays or to discuss. The skills that will be taught during this, when they're taught the standard or whenever we are engaging in any lesson. One, just being exposed to vocabulary phrases. Figuring out the meaning of a word or phrase while reading a text. There are multiple ways about how we can go about this, depending on what type of text it is. For Reading Literature 5.6, the skills that will be taught is being able to describe a narrator or speaker's experience and how it affects them. Identifying how a narrator or speaker affects how they see or talk about events. And for Reading Information 5.9, finding the best books or articles for a given topic, as well as finding the right information, evidence to support a point or an opinion. Why are these skills needed? So one for Reading Literature and Reading Information Standard 5.4. Students need to strengthen their reading skills by being exposed to different words. Whenever they learn a new word, it allows them to be able to express themselves better. It helps them build vocabulary and helps students communicate. We also see for Reading Literature Standard 5.6, this allows students to see things from other people's perspective. It helps them build empathy and respect for people that don't look or talk like them. It causes less understanding as well. Whenever you're engaging with Reading Information Standard 5.9, students are able to research topics to make informed decisions. How? So, of course, annotate while reading with all of these standards, constantly writing in the text, drawing a circle around the word that they may not truly understand, putting a definition on the side once they determine what the meaning is, whether it's from just reading on and figuring out the definition on their own or grabbing a dictionary. Whenever they do this, they should look at what the topic is or what the narrator is talking about to figure out what an unknown word is. If you look a word up, Try to use it in a sentence more than once. That's what you should tell your child. Certain phrases have different meanings, so look to see what the topic is or what the narrator is describing to determine the real meaning, especially for those multi-definition type words. When we're looking at from point of view, pay attention to all the things that happens to the narrator. Annotate how they describe, talk about what they see or how they feel. Annotate in the margin how they feel about a different topic, event, or idea. So just constantly paying attention to the character and their response to things and just how the people around them see things as well. When it comes to reading information 5.9, finding articles or books that talk about the topic and looking for the topic or words describing the topic within the text, and then annotating, taking notes how they describe the topic. So these are the ways that you will help your child as they are engaging in text throughout this module. They will constantly be exposed to new vocabulary and phrases that they have to determine what do they mean. Throughout the crossover as they are reading, they are going to have to see things from different characters' point of view, as well as some of the articles that they're reading. And then when they begin writing, when they begin answering their tasks, they're going to have to gather information from several articles, from several pieces of text, so that they can better express their opinions or the points that they're trying to make. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or email me. Thank you.